Hi, we're here the first day of the Yacht Racing Forum in Malta. We're here with Johan Salen, the CEO of the Ocean Race. Hi, Johan. How do you feel? How do you feel about the Yacht Racing Forum?
Yeah, no, it's very good. I was at the last one 3 years ago, and I can't believe 3 years have passed. But it's really good to that it's all happening again and see all these people in the same room from all over the world, from the industry. So very nice.
So we are less than 2 months ago to the start of the Ocean Race. How do you feel about that?
It's scary, but very good. I mean, it's been a long lead-up period with COVID and delays and a lot of uncertainty and blah blah. And now we, I think, do what we are good at and what we should be doing: deliver an event, and really looking forward to it. Very intense period, but good to finally be real, so to say.
So we just finished talking about the challenges that Salen is facing. What are the biggest challenge of organizing an event like the Ocean Race?
Yeah, it's a pretty complicated event that we do because we have such a mix of different stakeholders. We have the teams, and each team have all the crew and the sponsors and the suppliers. We have the host cities. Each host city is very different, and they also have their commercial team, the technical team. So each host city is a project in itself. Then we obviously have our organization in Alicante, and we have the various sponsors that we are working with who also have their needs and their view of things. So we are just a spider in a big net, really, and we try to make this all come together and work together. And I think it is, but it's a pretty complex and challenging process, but very stimulating and fun at the same time.
Well, I bet you're organizing one of the biggest events in the world for sailing. So the course this year will be a little bit different. We will have an exciting leg. It's going to be 33 days, which is an incredible amount of time.
At least.
Yeah, at least 33 days between Cape Town and Itajaí, if I'm not wrong. Break it down a little bit to us. Like, what are the biggest challenge leg per leg? And especially point out the biggest challenges for the biggest leg of the...
Yeah, I mean, I think the two big differences that one, that the course does not include Asia, and that was purely for COVID reasons that it ended up that way. So that's one big difference. The other big difference is, as you said, the huge southern leg, which is I think it's going to be the adventure of a lifetime for the sailors who have the privilege to do it. But it is also very well linked into the 50th anniversary of the event. In next year, in 23, is the 50th anniversary. So do this sort of monstrous epic leg, I think it's a very good thing, and will be a very memorable event, and linked to the anniversary of the event. So, but it's a bit different. It's a bit shorter and adapted to simpler logistics and to the new COVID work at the moment. So we'll see how that evolves in the future. But I think for this edition, it's going to be good.
Yeah, we're all joking that once the team will go around Cape Town, they will all breathe again. Cape Horn. They will all breathe again.
That's always been the case.
Yeah, that's always been the case.
Maybe even a bit more now.
Yeah, I've seen the videos. It's pretty windy down there. It can be quite scary and quite challenging.
Yeah, no, it can. But it's challenging, but it's also fantastic in a way. It's a unique area of the world, and very few people have the privilege to go there. You have every year now you have a lot more people climbing Mount Everest than sailing around Cape Horn. So it's an epic adventure to do that, to sail in that part of the world.
And what about the teams? Can you spend a couple of words about the team that will attend this edition of the Ocean Race?
We have, so for the next edition, we are sort of connecting a bit the future with the past, with the transition from the World Oceans and the Ocean Race. So we have the 65 class, which was part of the last two editions. And also the new thing is the IMOCA class, which is what the future for us. And it's going to be a good mix. Actually, in reality, the what we've seen and the analysis we've done with the numbers, the difference in speed is not that big, to be honest. I think that the fleets will work pretty well together. But obviously it's very different kind of boats. You know, one is a bit more older design with bigger crew and quite open, and the IMOCA is foiling, lighter, smaller crews, and it's quite a different concept. But I think in the end, and we saw that in the Ocean Race Europe, it worked pretty well together.
Yes, and so you just talk about future and about IMOCAs. What is the future for sailing? What do we need to expect, and what is the future for the ocean race?
Well, it's something we are working on at the moment, and I think we have the privilege in a way. Before, when with the Volvo Ocean Race, the normal cycle was that Volvo did one event and then they analyzed it and decided what to do in the future. Now we have the privilege to work with more advance in time and planning more advance. So we are working on that at the moment. We plan at the start in 2 months to announce sort of the fundamental components of the next race, the timing, the route and the boats and all that. So, but I think definitely the plan is to continue to work with the IMOCA class. We discussed in one of the sessions there the working with the French and the difference of good, and I think we have a really good cooperation with the IMOCA class, and we have so many advantages with the class that you have such a big fleet of already existing, not only boats but also teams. You have a class which is working very actively in sustainability, which is what we do as well. And you have a very good second-hand market with boats available for new teams that need to come in. And you have a number of other events also on the calendar, which means that the team can do good races every year and deliver value to the sponsor every year, which doesn't exist in any other class. So that's a no-brainer to continue with the IMOCA class. We are merging the challenge we have, but which is a very interesting challenge, is to make the French sailing world work more with the international sailing world. And it's taking time, but it's definitely going the right way.
Yeah, we're just finished talking about the French system and how it should be applied to the rest of the world.
Yeah, it's a long discussion.
It's a long discussion. It will take a long time, but we saw that it's working and it could work for the rest of the international community as well.
So it's coming together.
So one last thing, there is always one word that defines all the event. If I think about, for example, SailGP, I would say Formula One. The Olympics, I would say something else. What is a word? How would you define the ocean race with one word?
I think it's hard with one word, because the unique thing with the ocean race is the combination of the length, of the racing, of the adventure, and of the unique team experience that we have. So I think it's the combination. If it's one word, I would say combination of these strong values. I think it's not only one thing. I think it's the good thing is that we have something for people who are interested in the adventure, for people who are interested in the what's going on in the team. We have things for people who are interested in the technology. So I think this diversity of combination, that's the strength.
And it's what making the ocean race epic.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your time, and see you in Alicante then for the start.
Thank you.
Bye.